It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks up against the Suns in Phoenix. For Phoenix, it's been all about winning games right now. The game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season, and they come into this one feeling pretty good after winning the last time they met. For so long, the Mavs have been Dirk Nowitzki's team, and rightfully so. But now that his career is winding down, Kenny, Dallas is working hard to make the transition.
You can't replace someone like Dirk. You just have to let it fade out. And this team has gotten young and faster, but Dirk's helped out and been accepting like a lesser role.
You know, Dallas is committed to winning, treating their players right. Everyone sees how they're well treated. Dirk makes the Mavs a great free agent destination.
And now it's time for tip-off. We send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
The Mavericks are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. And get ready for another dose of it. And let's go.
Hey, Kev. Well, Rick Carlisle is a coaching graybeard. He's entering his second decade as coach of the Mavericks. He led them to the franchise's first and only title in 2011. Now, Eric Spoelstra lost that series to Carlisle, and he says of him, he's a Hall of Famer, a trailblazer as president of the Coaches Association. We all owe him a great deal. Kevin?
He is a legend. Thank you, D.A. Well, we're getting into the grinded-out part of the season, Clark. Should we expect rookies now, you think, to start feeling the length of the NBA season right about now?
You know, that varies from individual to individual. I know when I was a rookie, it happened for me probably after about the 40th game or so, and I just was flat. I was still putting up decent numbers, but I just felt flat, felt lethargic, and then all of a sudden, after a week and a half or so, it just kind of went.
Starting lineup. On the wings, it's Doncic and Barnes. Inside pairing is Dirk and Jordan. And it's Smith in at the 1.
Barnes, no part of him on that layup.
Here's Smith. It's not going to go for him. The Suns go the other way with it. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh.
Here's Cannon, covered by Smith. Back to Cannon. To the inside. Here's King. Sinks that one from the post. King's got his second basket of the night. The 8-footer in deep. Nowitzki drops it in.
This shot off over most any defense.
Booker the pass to King. To the middle. And AI throws it down.
And Kevin.
Barnes against Warren. 13 feet away. And he wills that one in. Sinking right. Stats how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, for the Mavericks, protecting the rim has been an issue. Bottom of the league in block shots 3 years in a row now.
Here's Jordan, and it's blocked.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. 8 is outstanding at protecting the rim.
And AI with the basket on the assist by Booker. King's got
so nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
To the paint. Here's Doncic. King with the block. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Of the night.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
King, 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Oh, man.
He gets it in there.
Jordan very efficient in the paint because
outside Jordan. Dallas moving it around. And Doncic gets it to go.
And they're off.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down now to just kicks to Doncic. Lobs it up for Jordan. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Kevin.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, Greg, you know where I'm going on the job. Wasn't always easy. But this kid has talent and showed moments where you get an idea of how special he might be. And, you know, even with him struggling, they're still up. But they need him to find his rhythm soon.
King, the pass to Ayton. Hammers the alley-oop through. Smith last season, the goal was mostly to improve his game along with the teams.
Yep, exactly. And Dallas knew they wouldn't be competing for a lot and let Smith Jr. find him pick and rolls, and also showed improved vision as the season wore on. Guys at the point have to see the whole court at all times. One area, though, he's got to...
Doncic kicks to Matthews. King against Nowitzki. Nails the 16-footer. Nowitzki's got the lead in mind. Who would you point to as the prototype for the new school big?
Well, I think the guy with the most potential in that regard is Joel Embiid. I mean, he's agile. He's got a nice touch. He's got, because of his physical attributes. So he would be the poster guy for me in terms of the potential prototype. Forget about it. It's a wrap. You got to send more help if you're the defense.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And if that...
They double him with Nowitzki. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result,
in that first half, shot way above his average.
Exactly, Greg. And, you know, when he's scoring like this, they're tough to stop.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks.
Can do on the court. He's a former coach of the year in the league and led the Mavs to a championship back in 2011. But his off-the-court talents are also very impressive.
It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain. And so here is Dallas. They've led by as many as 11 points. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And I tell you,
on the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the Mavericks were ecstatic. Junior fell to them with the 9th pick of the 2017 draft. For a team in need of athleticism and size at the point guard and a hand-in-glove fit, the 6'3" Smith has a 48-inch vertical, one of the highest ever measured.
Pass to Nowitzki. Fade away. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Kevin.
Pass to Jordan. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Barnes against King. Makes it off the glass. King's got D from Warren.
Boy, he's having a tough time right now. Seems like he's forcing his shot a bit to me, Kevin, not letting it come in the flow of the game. Found a way to get the shot up and down.
That one drops. He ties it up. And here's Smith. Passes it to Barea. With 1 on the clock. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater. And over the floor. Out to Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go with the 3. Traps in the tray. Smith's got
exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And the first one of Doncic is checked in. And both free throws good for A. Now Smith. Kicks it to Powell. Inside. And the basket by Nowitzki. Nowitzki
on this lead coming down the stretch.
Yeah, he's clicking right now, and at the right time too, Greg. I mean, playing with a bunch of confidence in this fourth quarter.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
He hits the second from the line. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And Doncic gets it to go.
And you can tell, and still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Cannon, Powell gets a hand on it.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
It's good.
And they've had
King against Nowitzki. Reads away. King, that's good.
team back into it.
To the inside. Here's Nowitzki. Chalk up 2 there. Nowitzki's got 23. He kicks to Barnes. Shot clock at 5. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Boy, the quick release. But I think it's still a very physical game. The rules have changed the way the game. Some of the tough fouls that you saw in decades past don't exist as much. But I still think the game's extreme. There's enough physicality in the game.
Here's Smith. Again, the Mavericks score.
I like how
Pass to King. And it's Ariza in the corner. Nowitzki against King. A fader. And it's good. 2 points.
Working, and no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Without his heroics here tonight, this could have been a second straight loss for them. Clark, when you were playing to complement your inside contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, an enemy